Hi guys, happy Sunday. How's it going? Here we go then with the weekly reading. So we're going to shuffle the deck. I'm going to pull 7 cards to represent the 7 days ahead, and we're going to see what the week ahead has in store. I always extend this reading on YouTube every single week. I clarify with a second deck. We get into the details a little bit more, okay? So if you're not on YouTube, you can find me by searching Microblonde Tarot. All right, let's have a look. The sun is shining and already it feels a little bit more like spring. Let's see, what does the week ahead have in store? You can book private readings with me as well. I do video calls, email readings, whatever you need. Okay, here we go. Let's have a look. Okay, so I would say, just in a nutshell from the cards that have already come out here, it's a week about success. It's a successful week of opportunity and recognition in some way. So we open on day 1 with the Ace of Pentacles. The aces represent new opportunities, new beginnings. The fact that it's a pentacle can sometimes mean that it's related to work, money, stability. So it could be something like a job offer, it could be a financial offer, it could be an offer being accepted. So it could be like if you've put an offer in on a property, that offer is accepted, things start to move ahead. It could be a new job, it could be a lump sum, a financial investment, something like that. But it's basically something that is moving something forward, because we start with the Ace of Pentacles, and then on day 5 we actually get the 10 of Pentacles. So it's definitely something that's building. Or an investment that's going to pay off, or something like that, opportunity for development. Okay, day 2 we get the 6 of Wands. So the 6 of Wands is about success. As you can see there, this person's on the red carpet. It's about success, it's about recognition, it's about hard work paying off. So it can be things like awards, rewards, bonuses. It can even be like fame and fortune, and your profile, you know, becoming well known, or your success becoming kind of moving up to the next level, that kind of thing. So, you know, for an example, if you're on social media, it may be like a video going viral. It may be that you start to really grow that kind of side of yourself. But if it's nothing to do with work, because it doesn't have to be work related, it's a successful outcome. It's a victory after a long battle. So something you've been waiting for, hoping for. Sometimes it can represent communication, but there's certainly good outcomes, whatever that is. So day 3 we get the Hanged Woman. So I think we had this last week, but I think it was later in the week. So some of this energy may be carrying over from last week. The Hanged Woman can sometimes just mean do nothing. Okay, just wait a minute. Sometimes it can represent a feeling of being stuck, being in limbo. You know, you don't know if you're going this way or that way. You just feel like nothing's moving, nothing's happening, nothing's changing. But often with the Hanged Woman or the Hanged Man traditionally, it's a message about changing perspective. Okay, so looking at something from a different angle, maybe even talking to somebody else about something to gain a different perspective. It doesn't always last for long. It's sort of like a pause. It's like a moment in time. It's like a pause energy. But it could be that if you are struggling to see a way forward, you need to look at it from a different angle, okay? All right, and then we get day 4, the World. So the World is the last card in the Major Arcana. It is a message of completion, okay? The cycle has been completed in some way. So again, it can be things like completion on a sale, on a property. It can be that there is a completion to a cycle within a relationship, something like that. Sometimes the World for me can also represent travel. So there could be opportunities to travel. There could be cycles to do with, you know, a situation. It usually is closure or completion, but sometimes it does represent new cycles as well. So you're going to have to take that as it resonates for you. Sometimes it represents distance and things like that as well. So yes. Okay, so day 5, the 10 of Pentacles. So the 10 of Pentacles, we start with the Ace, we build to the 10. The 10 is, again, it's like a feeling of completion. So it can be sort of finally having your home, your family, your work, your money, your health, everything, you know, everything coming up roses, everything as it should be or as you want it to be. It may have taken a long time to get there, because the Pentacles are the slowest moving energy within the tarot. So it may have taken some time to achieve this. But this week feels like you can finally see the progress that you've made, or you can finally see that your hard work has paid off, or that you've made some sort of significant progress in your life. Okay, so there should be some sort of feeling of like recognition within yourself, you know, celebration, positivity, seeing that you've actually made it, or, you know, have progressed in some way. Sometimes the Ten of Pentacles can also be relevant to relationships, things like moving in together, becoming engaged, starting a family, things like that as well, so that can be relevant. Okay, day 6, the 7 of Cups. So as you can see, this person's trying to make choices here. There's lots and lots of possibilities. In every cup is something different. You might not be able to see it, but in every cup is something different. But in these cups, it's almost like fantasy. So sometimes it's about allowing yourself to dream. Sometimes it's about trying to ground yourself in reality, so that it can be taken two very different ways. But it's about choices and decisions. And if you are being faced with a serious decision, then make sure that, you know, what you're being offered or the facts that you have are grounded in some sort of truth, stability, reality. Because sometimes it can be that dreamer energy, that everything feels, you know, too good to be true, or you're seeing something to be better than it actually is. You know, you're sort of having like the wool pulled over your eyes in some way. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And in day 7, the Queen of Wands. So I think she might have come out last week as well, or the week before. The Queen of Wands is a very vibrant energy. She's a fire sign energy. So it represents feminine energy. It represents positivity, creativity, confidence. It's very much a message about not dimming your light for anyone else. Okay, so not trying to stay small, or not trying to be something that, you know, you think somebody else wants you to be, but being unapologetically yourself. It can be a card of sort of telling you to take action, to move forward with something, with passions, you know, something that makes you feel passionate, excited, exhilarated, creative. So again, it can be opportunity, it can be communication, but it's usually a message for the feminine to move forward with confidence in some way. Okay, so I am going to now dig a little bit deeper using a second deck. If you can stick around, please do. If not, I'll see you soon. Okay, let's dig a little bit deeper into the week ahead, starting with the Ace of Pentacles. Let's see what this offer is that is coming your way or being accepted. Let's see, what do we have with the Ace of Pentacles? Let's have a look. The Empress, the 3 of Swords, the 7 of Cups. Interestingly, we've got the 7 of Cups twice. So it's definitely sort of like maybe something you've been dreaming about, fantasizing about, you know, really wanting. The Empress is about creation. Okay, so it could be an investment for you to move forward with something creative. It could be like a creative new business venture that takes off. It could even be somebody that starts talking about long-term future and commitment, because the Ace of Pentacles can be about solid new beginnings. Okay, so offers of commitment. The Empress can represent sort of motherhood and fertility and family, and it is that divine feminine energy. With the Justice card here as well, and the 7 of Cups, it's certainly decision time. And the decision lays on whether you think that something that's being offered to you is fair or balanced. Okay, but sometimes justice is also legal matters. So once again, it could come back to financial things, contracts, exchanging of property, offers being accepted, and things like that. And then that allows you to move forward and create your future. So whatever it is, it's positive. The 3 of Swords did come out there as well, which can be like an emotional turmoil energy, but it could just be that you're feeling a little bit highly strung because you've been anticipating this or wanting this for such a long time. Okay, so let's have a look at the 6 of Wands, day 2. This is success energy. This is victory, recognition. Why have we got the 6 of Wands here? Let's have a look. King of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, 10 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, there seems to be a big turnaround. So with the 10 of Swords and the 7 of Wands, there could have been an ending here. You might have decided to change career, end a job, or there may have been an ending in another way within your life. The 7 of Wands is almost like you've really had to sort of battle or defend yourself in some way. But with the Wheel of Fortune, this overrides those two, because this is a major arcana. So this is a massive turnaround coming. And with the King of Pentacles, this is also a very successful energy. It's success, it's victorious, it's stable. So it could well be that there is a complete turnaround for you, a complete sort of change in the wind, as it were, after something that maybe was quite challenging, painful, difficult. There's some victorious outcome, there's some recognition, there's some, it's like a 180, it's like a complete 180 in the energy. All right, day 3, the Hanged Man. Well, it's the Hanged Woman in my deck, just because I like that imagery so much. Let's have a look. The Hanged Woman. Queen of Wands again. Hanged Man, how funny. So we've got Hanged Woman clarified by Hanged Man. The Queen of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. This for me is very much about you do nothing, okay? You don't need to do anything but be unapologetically yourself, as we spoke about earlier, and let whatever it is that's coming come to you. This feels like communication. It feels to me like maybe there's been an argument or a falling out, and you've been waiting for some kind of communication, or you've been wondering whether you should reach out to communicate. But the message with this is no, sit back and wait. Know your value, know your worth, and wait for that to come to you. So whether this is, you know, you were about to chase up a company that you've had an interview with, you were about to reach out to a partner, you were about to reach out to a friend or an ex, wherever there's been some sort of conflict here, it's saying you don't need to do anything, you just need to be confident and it will come to you. And it may even come around this time, this kind of middle to the end of the week here. Okay, then we get the World, day 4. Completion or cycles or travel. Why have we got the World here? What is the World representing for this week ahead? The Star, the Queen of Swords, the Page of Wands. Okay, so the Star is very much about hope. It's about wish fulfillment. It's also about healing. Okay, it comes after the Tower. We've got the Queen of Swords here, which can be ideas, logic, communication. And then we've got the Page of Wands, which can be about new ideas, inspiration, and things like that. So the World for me in this instance feels more like a new cycle or a new opportunity or saying yes to something. Something positive rather than ending something. But you know, as I said, it can be taken both ways. It can be healing from an ending and moving forward, or it could be something that you've been wishing for and hoping for, that you should say yes to. It's going to be different for everyone. Obviously it is a collective reading, but in your personal readings we can get much more into your situation. Okay, we get the 10 of Pentacles here for day 5. 10 of Pentacles is a really stable energy, happiness, family, completion. The Emperor, the 6 of Pentacles, the Fool. For some of you, I think this is moving into a new property. I know I've mentioned that similar energy earlier in the week, but the Fool is like new beginnings or new chapters. The 6 of Pentacles can represent an exchange of money or a fair and balanced exchange. And the Emperor is kind of the top, the pinnacle of sort of success and things like this. So I think it's, well, intuitively it feels like a lot of you will be moving into a new home or completely starting a new chapter within your family or your relationship at this time. And the Emperor is huge success, and things like this. If it's not to do, I mean, with the Pentacles, obviously it can also be financial. The Emperor can be entrepreneur energy, setting up your own business, starting to really elevate yourself in that way. But whatever it is, it's extremely positive, and I do feel that it's tied into finances and home. Okay, day 6, the 7 of Cups. Is this fantasy? Is this reality? What is this that we see before us? The 5 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, the Hermit, and the 4 of Cups. There's a lot of kind of disappointment energy here. It's almost like you've been let down, left out, cast aside, maybe even cut off with the Hermit, or maybe this is you that, you know, has decided to cut someone else off. But the 4 of Cups is an energy of frustration and disappointment and potentially even boredom on an emotional level. The Hermit is usually, you know, silence or introspection or sort of prioritising yourself. And then the Five of Pentacles can be feeling kind of cast aside or on the outside of something. We do get the Ten of Cups here. It's like what you're wanting is happiness. What you're wanting is like some kind of happily ever after here. But I feel like what you want and what you're getting are not adding up. So it feels to me that maybe you're being given like empty promises. Maybe you're being kind of given some sort of hot and cold behaviour or inconsistent behaviour or something like that. It could be something that you thought was going to progress has now kind of stalled in some way. But once again, it's a message of checking in with yourself, you know, actually looking if somebody's words are matching their actions, or whether what you thought something was is not truly how it is. Okay, it's a little bit like a reality check kind of energy. And that may come in, that may not be that it comes from you. Something may happen that makes you see things in a much different way or much clearer way, okay? Queen of Wands, day 7. Queen of Wands. Let's have a look. This is vibrant, this is confident, this is creative energy. Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, Two of Wands, the Magician, oops, King of Cups, okay. We got King of Cups, Queen of Cups, which sometimes for me can represent romantic partnerships or connecting with somebody on an emotional level, or two people that are feeling the same way emotionally. The Magician can represent manifestation or something that comes into creation. And the Two of Wands can sometimes be a bit of a crossroads or a turning point here. So it could well be that if you've been moving through life with confidence and vibrancy and sort of knowing your worth and your value, that something is really kind of starting to show up for you. Now, this doesn't have to mean love relationships. It can with the cups here. But it can just be that you're really coming into alignment with what fulfills you emotionally. It can represent friendships, partnerships, things like this. But it definitely feels like you're now at a turning point, and maybe you've really been working on yourself, working on how you feel about yourself, how you see yourself, and feeling much more positive, hopefully. So it's a week for success. It's a week for well, it's kind of a week for choices, but a lot of this, especially with this Hanged Man, Hanged Woman combination, is kind of like there's not much you can do. There's not much you need to do. The action doesn't seem to be needing to come from you. It's more like your energy is drawing in change, and your energy is drawing in opportunities, possibilities, and things like that. So it will be interesting to see how it plays out. I'm just going to pull a few oracle cards. This is my own oracle deck. You can read oracle without needing to understand tarot. It's a little bit more fluid in that way. Let's have a look. The oracle says, spying and watching, I'm sorry, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and it's about to pay off. Now, even though we've got Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, this is very much like earth energy. This is Pentacles energy. This is success, grounded kind of energy. And then you get it's about to pay off. Okay, be proud of how hard you're working. So once again, it clarifies this message that something this week is about to pay off for you. Spying and watching, I'm sorry, and heartbroken makes me feel that there's someone here that is maybe wanting to reach out to you, wanting to apologise, maybe still looking at your socials, maybe still asking around about you. And this could be the week that they actually come forth with this apology. This could be at the beginning here with the Ace of Pentacles. For me as a reader, it often does represent, you know, a solid new beginning or an apology, that kind of energy. And as I put the deck down, I did notice that we had spring, which I mentioned right at the beginning, and new beginnings. So I think that yeah, we're in a very right energy for things to start to blossom and bloom. I hope it helps. Let me know.